Welcome back to Rhythm Guitar Book 2. This book focuses on open chords, strumming, and fingerstyle patterns. You can watch all these videos for free, but it's going to be a lot easier to learn if you have your own copy of Rhythm 2 that you can read from and write in, so I'll leave a link in the description. We're on page 43 now, and we have a lead sheet for Peace Like a River. On page 43, we have number R62. This is Peace Like a River. It's in 4/4 time, and it's marked peacefully, quarter equals 90. And before we talk about patterns, let's look at the end. I want to check out these endings. It's got a first and second and a third ending. Normally you see a first and a second ending with a 1 under one bracket and a number 2 under another bracket. In this case, we have a 1 and a 2 sharing the first bracket and then a 3 under that other bracket. And that's because the song has 3 verses. If a song has 3 verses, chances are you're going to see first, second, and third ending. If a song has 4 verses, you might see 4 endings. All right, let's talk about patterns. Again, this is in 4/4 time, and you can use strumming patterns or fingerstyle patterns. I like to use fingerstyle on this one, but you can use strumming if you like. I'm going to use our new faster Pima pattern, our 8th note pattern from page 38, which is counted 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So those are 8th notes, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And because you are playing in 8th notes with this pattern, you're going to be playing that pattern twice per measure. So at the beginning, we've got peace like a river. I've got, then to G, peace like a river. I've got peace like, now to E7, river in my, and then A7, you could go to fingers 2 and 3 or fingers 1 and 2. It's easier to get to the A7 from the E7 if you use fingers 2 and 3, but it's easier to get to the D chord from the A7 if you use fingers 1 and 2. So it's really your choice. So we switch to whatever fingering you want to use for the A7. Third line is exactly the same as the first line as far as the chords go. Let's look at the last line though, because we have a couple measures where we have 2 chords in the same measure. So at the beginning of the last line, we're on a D chord, peace, like, now we go to E7, but we can only do the pattern once, river, to A7 just once, in my, and then just one time on this D chord because there's a G in that measure, sol, G, and then a D chord. I'm going to play this one twice through. First time at tempo, quarter equals 90, and then second time I'll play it quarter equals 70 for a slower practice tempo. As always, I encourage you to play along with the video so you can work on keeping a steady tempo, or use a metronome so you can set your own tempo. Now, even though this one has 3 endings, I'm not going to play it 3 times through either time. I'm just going to play it 1 time through, skip the first and second ending, and go right to the end. But if you were to be playing this with a singer who wants to do all the verses, you would want to go back and play it 3 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. One, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Your assignment is to practice Peace Like a River on page 43. You can use the pattern I used, or you can choose your own. Whatever pattern you're using, make sure you work on keeping a steady beat by playing along with the video or to a metronome so you can set your own tempo. Practice the song until you're comfortable with it, a week, maybe more, maybe less, and when you're ready, I'll see you on page 44 for another lead sheet for Molly Malone.